Yeah, this is a 544J payloader that we bought new in 2006. It needs a starter. It's got the original starter on it. So we're going to go ahead and pull that off in there. Got a new starter here. That. I ended up. Better make sure this is the same before I go. Take it off in there. I mean it. Yeah. Looks the same. Got to make sure it's got the same nose on it when we take that other one off. But John Deere wanted 680 bucks for this starter, and I ended up getting this one. At D&W Diesel for 380 something, or maybe it was 660 that John Deere wanted. So I actually seen one on eBay. It's a reman starter on eBay for 180 or something. So I figured I better at least shop around. That's what we did. Go ahead and get. I'm too lazy to take the battery terminals off of the terminals off the battery, so we're just gonna have to be a little careful here. I'll go ahead and tape this hot wire up going to the battery here. I'll just tape this guy up quick. This is a 24 volt system. It has two 12 volt batteries, hooked series. So we'll leave that out of the way here. So now pull these other wires off the positive end of the starter. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and put a zip tie through these wires so that I know they go together. If something happens and this starter is not the right one, I don't want to go and try to have to remember or have to figure it out. Get something hooked in the wrong spot here. So either that or take a picture of it, you know, happy jazz, but I don't have my phone with me right now. It's just better if that thing ain't ringing and bothering me. So we're going to get the ground cables off in here and put a zip tie through them too, and then there's no wires getting left behind. One gets tucked out of the way or something. I have to try to remember everything, because it's Saturday morning. If something happens and this starter's the wrong one, it might be Tuesday or Wednesday again before I either get a starter or have time to even monkey around with getting it on there. We don't feed with this payloader anymore. We use it as our backup machine. And we load sand with it. So there. Alright, so that's out of there. That's down here. So now I got to figure out what holds that other. There's one more set of wires there. Right down in here. I gotta look at the other starter and see what size fastener that is to go ahead and get that out of there. Okay, we gotta get up underneath here and get this guy out of there. This looks like a real cutie. Come on. Well, you know, I might have to get the starter out here to get that, because I can't. I don't know what kind of fastener is in there. Alright, so that's not the same fastener as the other one. Oh, what size are we here? 15 millimeter? Oh my God, that's tight. Wow. I wonder if this will work. There we go. Busted that loose a little bit. These fasteners are in somewhat of an easy spot, but man, they're tight. They're tight. There we go. Really, this is a simple task on this. There's a lot of room here to work. We'll leave that one in for now because that's the easiest one to get out. And this guy here, this loader, we haven't, it's got just shy of 18,000 hours on it, and we had the bearings done in the base, like 14 or 15,000 hours, and we had a serpentine belt go over the winter, and when that went, it wound around the, what did it do? It wound around the, around the crankshaft? Yeah, it wound around the crankshaft and ended up breaking. It cracked the timing cover. So we had a new timing cover put in it. The dealer did that. And yeah, had a idler pulley for the serpentine belt that went, and then that caused the belt to get smoked, and then when the belt broke, it wound right around the crank. So what else have we had done to this? We've had the bushings in the center here. Oh, we had these bushings here redone, and we had to replace the, we bent that cylinder, and then we've welded them several times. Actually took them to a machine shop and had had them TIG welded here this last time around, and that seemed to take care of it. So, man, this back one is all wrench. That ain't no fun. Put this one in a little tighter so that I can maybe get that other one out by hand here. That ain't gonna happen. Oh, there's gotta be an easier way. Let's see if I can get this socket to agree to stay on there. Yeah, that'll go right on there. Come on. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of room back there. Oh, come on. Stay on there. Alright, so that bolt is out. Now we got left is this one on the right hand side here, and then I gotta figure out what's in here for a hold down on this guy. Okay, so we gotta get this guy out of there here. I had the screwdriver in there, but I must not have been. Oh, it's Phillips, that's why. Try this little shorty. Alright. Let this guy. Looks like we. Oh. Alright. Oh, get out of there. Need a magnet. There we go. There should be a washer there. Alright. Now we can pull that guy out. Now we'll take the starter over and match it up to the new one here. So it looks like, alright, it looks like we are the same. Take this out of here and put it on the old one if it'll come out. Alright, so we'll get that. Set that right here. Try to feed this little guy in there. Get that stinking screw to agree to go through everything here. It's not wanting to really cooperate. Stay there. Alright, go in there. Alright, so that should be in there. Just gonna drop this screw down in here. Okay. Supposed to. Bingo. Right in there. Hey! Put it right on the Primar trailer, and then we can pull it down. That one right over there. Alright, I was gonna go grab the pallet. Dick, dump it right on. You won't need a pallet. Okay, let's get this tight. Whoa, almost too tight. Alright, so we'll get this area cleaned out. There. There's that. And I'll set the nose in. There. Yeah, so this loader, it was our first payloader we ever had. We'd always loaded feed with a telehandler, defaced with a telehandler. Ordered this with the high lift arms on it, so it lifts up like 11 or 12 inches higher than a standard. And then it's got a 5.5 yard bucket, and we've got like a 2.5 or a 3 yard on it right now that we use for loading sand with. Back when we used this to load feed with, we defaced everything with a telehandler, and then it got to the point where we were feeding more cows and wanted a second payloader to relieve some of the hours that this one was getting put on it. So we ended up getting a 624K loader, and that was a municipality machine. It only had like 120 or 30 hours on it, and that wasn't a high lift. That was just a regular, had regular boom arms on it. And we bought a defacer for that payloader and put the third hydraulic valve on it so that it would run defacer, and that would actually run a defacer a lot better than the telehandler. And then last year our bulk got up too high, so we ended up buying a silage rake to get after the real tall bulks. And all we do with this anymore is load sand with it. Alright, does everybody know or remember what went where here? Another idea for zip ties is color-coded zip ties, in case if everything was coming from the battery and they were all the same color, you might get things mixed up. But I do have a braided lead coming right off the frame, so that's obvious that that's a ground, along with these other little bastards here. We'll go ahead and we'll get them setting on there. So this one had 2, 3, 4. The frame 4. And the battery ground washer. Actually, no. I'd rather put these 3 light ones in between these 2 heavy ones. 1, 2, 3. The first heavy one, the second heavy one, that makes 5. Okay. Oh, where's my other wrench? These wires ain't hot yet because they're not getting the juice from the battery yet. The battery is the one I taped off. Everything is kosher here. Okay, that's tight. Now I'll go ahead and cut this last zip tie. Come on. There we go. Okay, now. One, 2, let's clean this guy up. Okay, there's the third one. I'm going to route this a little different, I think. Oh no, that ain't bad. Just like that. I'll put these ones on the outside. There. I think that goes good like that. Oh. Yeah, that should work good just like that. I use this extended nut here. Extended nut's good if you want to use a set of jumper cables or something. If you've got something else that's 24 volt that you either want to start with this or jump start this. So make sure I get this tight without breaking it. Okay. Alright. That cable's good. Alright, let's fire this up. Yeah, like I said, this is a 544J with a high lift arm. It's a Z-bar linkage. These tires here are the second set of tires that we've had on it. They're a bias Titan. Are they bias? Yeah. They're a Titan tire. We've had trouble with a couple of the casings all went to hell. Now here's a new one here that they replaced it. And the tires that came off of this, we had cap. Okay, see it's got 17,949 hours on it. And we'll just cycle that a couple more times and make sure everything's good to go. And once more. Okay. We'll box this up and get the combine put away. A couple of guys are washing it up, and we're going to go ahead and put that away. So we'll run over and look at them tires on the 624 here in a minute. The original tires that were on the 544 we had capped, and we put on this, but we won't cap these again. These are starting to split here and there. These are a Michelin casing. So the original set of tires that were on that we took off and have them capped. We've got them back and we've got them ready to go on. Oh, anytime we want to put them on, but we've got stuff like this going on the casing. So these casings here are 12 years old. So I had them capped after we had taken them off the 544. We held them. We probably could have rotated them. One more time here. They do wear quite a bit more on the front, obviously because of the weight, but with the defacer you're turning a lot more, and it wears them out a lot faster. So I haven't made up my mind if I want to put these on right away, wait till winter, or run them even longer. A bald tire, we do put chains on in the winter, and a bald tire chains work on better than good new tires. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet here. It's July now, so it would have been nice to have put new tires on right 1st of April, but I don't know. Okay, these are the casings. These are capped payloader tires that we have ready to go to put on the 624 payloader. They're Michelin casings that came off of the 624 when those tires wore out. And the tires that are on it now are capped casings that were originally on the 544.